parece que estoy haciendo el marica, pero a ver si no. La canción que me hipnotizó. ¿Cómo van, muchachos? Buenas noches a todos. Espera un segundito, le contesté. No, queda muy oscuro así. Sí, entonces puedo apagar esa luz de acá. Muchachos, buenas noches. ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Bien o no? Hoy, directo del día martes 25 de abril. ¿Con qué arrancaremos? Bueno, como les había dicho, sé que les tengo demasiadas cosas por atenderles. Entre ellas está la serie de GTA, que ya está subida en YouTube. Sé que también les debo la serie de Sleeping, que eh, la tendremos por ahí pronto, pero por ahora hay que darle prioridad a otras cosas. También les dije que les tenía la sorpresa de que andamos jugando, bueno, ando jugando más bien PES. Pero pues sin embargo, no se pura porque pues digamos que en pantalla completa se ve, no va tan bonito como en pantalla así cuadrada, pequeña más bien. Y les tengo otra sorpresa, pero pues obviamente tengo que mirar a ver cómo va. Hacer como un testeo fuera de cámara, a ver qué tal va. Si va bien, de una. Y si no va bien, pues hay que habrá que adaptarnos. Hoy continuaremos la saga y con la serie de Call of Juarez. Seguiremos con Call of Juarez. Continuaremos con nuestra hermosa aventura de nuestro querido cazarrecompensas, señor Silas Greaves. Seguiremos la historia de él y tendremos miraremos a ver cómo. Y como les dije, hoy continuaremos con la historia, el modo historia. Lo veremos continuar, obviamente. Recuerdo que quedamos en esa parte del tiroteo en el acercado. Como les había dicho, la razón por la que Silas persigue a los Cowboys no es dinero, sino vengarse de Johnny Ringo. Y hoy trataré de avanzar bastante la historia. Como ustedes saben, yo siempre me suelo callar acá los diálogos para que podamos escuchar mejor.
A few weeks after that dust up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Un enemigo. Hasta luego, papá. Que le vaya bien. Nos vemos en
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Lo maté por marica.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Is that one of Wyatt's boys?
No sé por qué me estás hablando el control, pero
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
I got a bullet with your name on it, boy.
una para ti y una para ti. Para No hay más porque todos están muertos.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Now you're really
Headshot.
pissing me off.
Un headshot. No, tenemos el pistolero y uno de trampero y otra. Vamos a ver qué me dice el trampero. Más munición de escopeta y dinamita. Llevarán cartuchos de perdigones y explosivos. La capacidad de carga de cartuchos de escopeta aumenta en un 100% y la de cartuchos de dinamita en un 3%. Mayores combos durante la concentración. Okay. Y tenemos la de pistas sobre pepitas de arte. No se pierdan militares, aparecerán sonidos y pistas que te simularon. Bueno, prefiero los bolsillos. Porque pues,
Come on out, you yellow
los bolsillos los quema. Amiguito.
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed, and that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
No, ni siquiera
I
con
hardly
dos.
saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
It wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday
No,
might
no,
have
no, no,
taken
no, no, estoy matando mucho.
That lunger should have kept his
Creo que
nose
puse
out
con
of
la
it.
escopeta.
They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Por poquito me coge.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
No, era un cagón, ¿ves? Se la queda aquí. Se la queda, se le mojaba la canoa al niño, ¿ves?
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Yo solito.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Chao. 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 Chao.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Chao. Pero estoy matando mucho. ¿Qué me está dando bala? Ay, no. Le dije chao y me estoy comiendo un poco de tiros. Fuerte. Chao. Después salir para casa. Chao. 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 Ay, no, ¿qué estoy haciendo? Yo me armo el salvaje este. ¿Dónde está?
Death is too good for us. Boy, you are shit out
Ay, marica, escuderos. No. Escuderos. Si son tres.
in for the kill.
Salga.
He has it coming.
Chao.
What are you gonna do?
Si sale, lo caso. Si sale y se asoma, lo caso. No puede. Si sale y se asoma. Tocó a la porque así que...
Don't let that
Chao.
asshole get away with this.
5, 6. Ajá. Vale.
Waste your bullets. Go ahead.
No puedo, me quedas. Ay, estoy muy madre. Ahora sí, bueno. cajón.
There were carts everywhere, piles of
cajón.
lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Ve. Si no tiene mejor de menos era mucho más.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Me vale morir con mucho, me vale morir exclusivo. Me va a morir el cáncer. Aquí perfectamente me podrían coger a tiros. Si hay una caja de...
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Ay, Dios mío. ¡Johnny Ringo! Ah, mentira, era Curly Bill, mucha bestia yo. Derrota a Curly.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil. You working? You kill me?
Sí, venía a cascarte, papi, porque te explotaron mal. Lo raro es que marica se bugueó, ¿eh? ¡Ay, se bugueó! Está bueno, mejor. Ponle...
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life.
Se bugueó.
But
Hay que
Ringo
aprovechar eso.
was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
O sea que ese man sí lo mató. A final de cuentas. Ya lo ve, ahí está Johnny Ringo. Aquí. Johnny Ringo, el que queremos cascar y matar.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Habilidades infinitamente. Podemos continuar y no encontré ninguna pepita de la arte. Es que pusieron una cerrada, pero horrible. Pero bueno, todo cool, todo chimba. Muerto Johnny Ringo, muerto Cool Bill. Vamos a ver qué sigue.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
The Innocent, los inocentes.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
En resumen, aquí estaban encerrados este Con plata o se crean el magnífico. Al matar a Johnny Ringo se cerró el primer capítulo de la historia de la venganza de Silas y comenzó su sangriante carrera de cazarrecompensas. Cascamos a Ringo y a Bill y ahí ya comenzamos a hacer cazarrecompensas. Vea pues, bastante interesante ese dato.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. Hunting Plumber looked like a good way to get rich quick, as the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plumber rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Tenemos una mina. Tenemos, ¿qué es eso? Parece una grúa, no sé. Vale.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these
Enemigo.
goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
Enemigos.
Besides,
¿Dónde? No
George
sé,
is
pero
over
hay
there on the
enemigos.
rocks with that rifle of his. Nothing gets past him.
No sé en dónde, pero hay enemigos, mira la cara. Bueno, amiguito, prepárate.
My late father pointed out to me more than once. God made men, but Samuel Colt made me.
Estoy con cagado, sapo. ¿En serio? Papi, dígale adiós. Hasta luego. ¿Qué? ¿Saben? Qué marica que... Yo soy una hueva, se me queda así muerto. Mucha hueva.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold ships.
Tenemos una nueva pistolero. A ver, ¿qué tenemos acá? Recarga rápida de revólveres. Recarga los revólveres en número 0, pero puedes meter las balas en el tambor y te lo y ir acelerando la recarga en 50%. Pues sirve.
Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable.
Síganme tirando dinamitas que se las voy a
Sam and Jeremiah
reventar
Barber,
todas.
butcher's son. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individual. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was judged, or had some kind of death wish. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
You can't hide forever! Our gold
Sí, señora.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. Some of those shafts could be as deep
No sé
as
por qué
hell.
los otros videojuegos que arrancas que no me das como cadencia o más rápido. ¿Qué es esto? Aprende a disparar. Aquí también
A
aprende.
single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Aquí también aprende. Ay, marica.
Hey, I'll flank him.
¿Dónde me encontraste, animal?
I do not deserve to die like this.
Qué chimba como escucha el eco, weón.
You ain't beefing me.
A ver. No, yo no veo a nadie, no. Ni por arriba ni por abajo. Bueno.
Time to blow your shit
Yo no,
up.
yo no veo a nadie más ni por arriba ni por abajo.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Este camo, hombre, saco. A ver.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. All it takes is one tiny spark,
Yo soy una
and
hueva.
boom.
Mucha hueva. Ay, no, no seas idiota.
Thank you. You must be about out of bullets.
O sea, básicamente no puedo fallar ni un tiro porque si no, hasta luego. A ver, no.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Ay. Menos mal. Ay, pero necesito porra.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
Okay.
Instead, I spotted a ladder,
Ah,
a way into the mine from the opposite
ya
side.
entendí. Ya, entonces básicamente ese plan me contaba.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time.
O sea,
Of
así,
course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution,
básicamente
because
bajar
even though I
escaleras
had
con
a
el
younger
piso.
man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell.
¡Vamos! ¡Eso está!
I was determined not to give up, however.
Ay, menos mal, papi. Ay, menos mal. Pero me quedé con el rol de Ranger.
That Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
You ain't beefing me.
Nada. ¿Por aquí? Nada. ¿Por acá?
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Si probamos el ascensor posiblemente me encuentre... Vamos por el ascensor.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Por si las moscas. Solo por si las moscas con el fusil.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada
Yo soy
City
una
deserve better.
hueva, yo soy una hueva, parce. Ah, yo. ¿Quieren jugar así? Hágalo. No.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there.
Asome la cabecita, asome la cabecita. Hágale, papá, asómela. Asome la
The
vida,
point was,
papá.
taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Ah, claro. Ok. ¿Qué quedó aquí? Ay, ¿qué pasó? Henry Plummer. O sea que me va a lanzar a Plummer.
They're gonna bury
Hola,
you
Plummer.
in a million. This day is just getting worse and worse for you.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
Lucky shot. Gonna blow you into next week, boy. Why don't you just join the circus? I can shoot too. Damn, I need some help here.
Yo, hasta se
Come
caga.
on, boys. Take this cocksucker out.
Mucho cagón. Severo cagón. Mandas a tus amiguitos
Shot, son of a bitch.
que me lo voy a cargar a toditos. De veras gallina. ¿Pero bien? Eso. Eso.
Dead man.
Recarga. Recarga. Rápido, recarga. ¿Cómo puta no le voy a dar un tiro si le estoy disparando? ¿Sabes que no? ¿Sabes que no? No sé. ¿Dónde estás, Plummer? Aquí estás, Plummer.
What's this, you son of a bitch? I'm shocked that you can't do it again.
¿Qué le puedo hacer again? Stop it.
I'm going all medieval on your ass.
No lo puedo matar.
You killed an innocent man. You can shoot, but can you aim? I can shoot too.
Está un tiro este man. ¿Usted qué? No se ha metido.
He's killed a lot of good men. No blood money for you today.
¡Come on!
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold.
Ay, Dios mío, que me están llamando. Espérenme.
Officially a bounty hunter.
Ah, no. Ay. Bueno, me ha llamado. Espérense. Ay, espérense. Alias. Ranger. Ajá. Descarga rápido. Muchachos, estoy con mi mamá. Muchachos, habemos un problema, tengo que ir a recoger a mi madre. Así que, otra vez. Dios mío. Aló. Bueno, madre. Olvidemos todo eso. Ya, yo tengo que ir a hacer esa pequeña diligencia. Así que nada, podremos continuar con el directo.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
John Wesley Hardin.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
¿Con qué nos esperará? ¿Manos rápidas o manos muertas? Silas afirma que se hizo cazarrecompensas para financiar la casa de su última presa, Roscoe Bob Wyatt. Ese pueblo parece cuando las copetas sirven para los distintos puestos. ¡No me digas! O sea, ese pueblo parece sinceramente como abandonado, qué miedo. O sea,
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different.
Did you see that?
casi por mi cada uno.
I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Voy a trabajar en la cantina. Ok. Quiero primero que me reciben con un tiroteo. Esperemos a que salga como la mera rata, así como jugando el... Así como juega la gente Watson hoy en día. Ese rifle es diferente. Ese rifle es muy
I
diferente.
thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe.
Sé por qué esconde, no seas gallina, que igual... ¿Para qué esconde? Igual me lo voy a bajar. Este también. Este también.
It was cold in a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Uy, quieto, pero ¿qué
The
te pasó?
very same
¿Tuvo fiesta
saloon we're
invitada o
sitting
qué?
in today.
Parece.
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and
Uy, qué miedo, uy, quieto. Uy. Hola, papi.
wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
God damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
¿Para qué disparen? Eso es bien malo.
They didn't ask why I was there.
¿En serio?
They knew.
¿En serio? ¿No pudieron comer?
Most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hand. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Recuerden no volver a despreciar balas nuevamente. Gracias. Chao. Chao. Casi soy el mejor asesino de la historia. ¿Quién? Quieto. ¡Uy!
Stop that son of a bitch!
Vea. Amigos,
Let the
respétenme.
boys know we got another law dog.
Que me hable poco, ¿qué?
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Llega a la ciudad y encuentra a Hardin.
and I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
Y así como llegamos al pueblo y...
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Ay, yo pensé que eran fuegos artificiales. Pues sí, eran fuegos artificiales, pero es que...
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Chao. Cobertura. Recarga. Increíble. Chao. ¿Por qué corre? No corre, no sea marico. Escóndanse bien. Aprenda a esconderse, famoso.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon. Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
Ahora entiendo por qué hay tantas balas acá. Fue porque fui yo.
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Aprenda a esconderse, bestia. No, esa gente no sabe esconderse. ¡Ay! ¿Qué tienes allá, ¿Qué te dijo Navidad? ¡Fresca! ¡No! Ni modo. Papi.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead.
¿Qué?
But that was short-lived. As a moment later, I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Y ahorita sí le hacemos la introducción, pues. Ahora sí le hacemos la introducción. Así como el corte. Hola, papi. Hacemos un poco respirar. John Wesley Hardin. Es que me tuve que roncar, no sé, marido.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Tenemos que ser rápidos. ¡Dale! ¡Ole! ¡No!
No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
¿Cómo? A ver. A ver. Ole. Piruta. Ole. Luca.
That man was faster than greased lightning.
Muerto.
But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
¿Eh?
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
¿Es que me desgasto para nada? No sea marido. Me desgasté pa' un culo.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Episodio 5. Way War. Tienes este petar para him.
Yes, I did, Ben. I
Los
remember once I was
habían
after this
unido.
renegade Apache, Grey Wolf.
Les presento a
Strangely
Joel,
enough,
un indio
revenge was
cartagenero
also his
que fue a
primary
Estados Unidos
motivation.
a mejor vida y no tenía lucha. Bailando con renegados. Ah, no sé, hijo de puta, weón.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
Hace mucho tiempo en una montaña.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
¿Cómo que me falta que mire, respetame? Comporte, tráteme serio, viejo, respete. Es que como canté la canción que dice lo siguiente. Bambú se fue a la guerra, qué dolor, qué pe...
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Lo hijo, me lo quería bajar.
He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
Bambú se fue a la guerra, qué dolor, qué pena. Bambú se fue a la guerra y no lo pueden encontrar. Esperen un momento que me están marcando. Me están marcando. Ay, Dios. ¡Aló! Voy. Yo respeto a los animalitos, pero es que es un lobo y esa parte, pues, me dicen por el chat que respeto a los animalitos, yo lo respeto, weón. Pero si es un lobo, asesino, violador, que de pronto me puede comer y me arranca, ajá, prefiero salvaguardar mi vida, weón. Muchachos, tendrán que darme un segundito que tengo que hacer una cosa. Los dejo con esta mierda que he llamado menú de pausa. Y si no les gusta, pues baila. Llegué. Me duele la pata, pero... Entonces, ¿por dónde iba? Ah, sí, estaba cantando Mambu se fue a la guerra. Y Mambu volvió. Cuando no sé... ¿Qué? ¿Me puedo bajar a esta águila? ¿O a esta? Bueno, no sé. O a... Sí, me pueden decir vivo asesino, pero no lo soy
They
yo.
saw me before I saw them.
¿Cómo? ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Chao! Porque vamos a arrancar. Papi, de puta. Renegado de mierda. Renegado de mierda. Renegado de mierda. ¿Descarga? A ver, a ver.
And
Tengo
it crossed my
close.
mind that maybe this wasn't such
Escóndase.
a good idea. But now that the
Escóndanse.
shooting had started, there was no backing down.
¡Ay! ¡Quieto! ¡Quieto! ¡Ay! Y le va a hacer todo el cagado. Qué desperdicio de balas, pero vale. Chao. 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 ¿Quién más?
It was
Tengo para
rugged country,
todos.
the winter home of the Chiricahuas. And that's why they had retreated.
Si no me pega, es que estoy muy disco, pa. Ya. Chao. Chao. O sea, esa gente, ¿dónde esa
I
gente
admit to
se saca
having
la
some
sangre del culo?
regrets about going after them the way I did.
Chao.
But then again,
Chao.
I got a lot of those.
Yo creo que esta gente se saca las armas del culo del mundo. A ver. A ver. ¡Ay! ¡Uy! Chao. Chao. A lo bien, no puedo conmigo, güey. Hola, amiguito. Chao, amiguito.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment,
Chao.
but I did find the entrance to their
Chao.
house.
Chao. Chao. Ay, ay, ve, si le pegué. Le pegué y no se murió este marica, ve. Chao. Amigo. Chao. Tiró. Chao.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper
Chao.
cave.
Don't tell me you're in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery
Bueno,
so much as
tenemos
pure
3 de
angry
pistolero y 3
cussing.
de ranger. Vamos a ver qué nos dice. Como la bala, agilidad mejorada durante la concentración. Sé rápido como el rayo, te moverás y correrás un 50% más rápido durante la concentración. ¡Ay! ¡Te toqué un arma! ¡Ay! ¡Qué grito tan mal! Queremos gritar así en vida. Amiguitos, ¿dónde están? Estoy pasando por un cañón. Por aquí no era, pues es mal. Explora la cueva y encuentra a quién? Y encuentra al lobo gris. ¿Quién es el lobo gris? Tengo. Aprendan a disparar, tiros. Chao. Chao. Dios mío, yo vuelvo y lo digo.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide. And I wasn't about to back
Como
down.
yo amo las
So it
cuevas.
was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit as they had torches on the walls.
Chao. Chao. ¿Qué? ¿Me va a bajar? Papi, ¿qué? A mí no me baja nadie. Yo me lo bajo a usted. Rescate. Ay, Dios mío, bendito. Esa musiquita de fondo como que no ayuda. Ah, qué marica.
How big was this cave?
Big as hell, Ben.
Ay,
Chiricahua had hid out
quieto,
there
quieto,
during
que
the
aquí hay
Indian
gente.
Wars.
Malas como el culo, pero hay gente. Chao. Chao. Ya tengo la
They
estrategia.
thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
Papi. ¡Uy, lo
To be
cagué!
honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
La gente es demasiado petardo para mí. Pues sí. Amigui. ¡Puta! ¡Ay, perdón! Recargue. Chao. No, papi, usted conmigo no tiene chance. No nos lleva la fusil. ¡Qué buena! Chao. Tiré. Hoy estoy en modo.
How come you know so much about agents?
A few years back, I was married to 2 Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
Ahí
what
nos pueden
happened?
decir que
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the cave of death.
¿Esta cueva nunca se termina o qué?
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind,
you will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until the venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolves. They couldn't stop me though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Descargue rápido. ¿Listo? A ver.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
A ver. Dedos rápidos. Usa el botón rápido para recargar antes. Ten cuidado con tus balas. Usa X rápidamente durante la recarga para mantener la bala más rápida. Los mecanismos de apertura vertical no usan esta habilidad. No entendí. Así. ¿Qué quiere? Ajá, tan chistoso. No. Pero va a ver engarzado. Bueno, ay. ¿Este cuál es? Engarzado. Ok. Ah, es de orito. ¡Ay, es de oro! ¡Increíble, boludo! Y no, yo no vuelvo a hablar así ya, perdón.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever.
Marica, ¿dónde voy, huevón?
Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
¡Digo, sí!
I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me.
Con cuidado, despacio. Páselo suave, como dice Calle Pérez en su canción.
There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
Proteger a un niño que cree
Well, more than that, little
el niño que cree en costumbres maricas. Persígalo, Gris. Papi, ya lo perseguir. ¡Puta! ¿Qué? ¿Quién me está dando? Por razón, un sapo regalado de esto. Amiguito. Chao. Este también. A usted. ¡Oh!
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches around.
Amigo.
100?
God be my witness.
Marica.
Come on, who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. come on, tell us how it
No me
ended.
interrumpa, los
All
hijos de
right,
puta.
but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Ay, este marica, ¿eh? Me pegó. Ve, es que me van a salir de donde. El bruto, ¿quién no manda? Chao. Chao. Toca dar vuelta en círculos como un marico. ¡Ay! Pues se debe dar en los tiros, lo que me gusta. Chao. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué lo veo? Chao. ¿Qué más? Chao, este. Chao, este. Chao, este. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué lo ve? ¿Qué está? Chao. ¿Qué lo veo? Chao. ¿Qué lo veo? Chao. Toca, toca. ¡Ay! ¡Qué recarga tan alto! Chao. ¿Quién me está pegando los tiros? Ah, es usted. Hijo de puta. ¿Qué lo veo? Chao.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
Oh, increíble.
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air. Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Pues por marica. Ah, bueno, nos metimos con los indios mucho. Pido perdón a la gente que crea en sus antepasados. Pero pues a rato me sacan la mierda, pero bueno. Nada que hacer.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
¿Cómo me dijo?
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Los hermanos Dalton. ¡Órala!
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory.
La corrupción
Until
hasta en los años
Coffeyville, of course.
1800. Yo sabía que
I was one of the
existía.
citizens who took up
Pero
arms
nunca me
that day.
creyeron.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Me llaman cazarrecompensas. El chamán indio lobo gris lanzó una advertencia misteriosa ácida, aconsejándole que no se revolcara en el veneno de la amargura y el odio. Igual yo voy a cazar un día de estos. Indio fue madre.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street.
Pero bueno, quitándoles un poquito la emoción, por hoy podemos terminar. Así es, muchachos, el día de hoy se finaliza el directo del día 25 de abril. Ah, mentira, no, ya hablando en serio, ya, muchachos. Muchachos, nada, hoy terminamos. Ya hemos descubierto cositas interesantes sobre los chamanes indios que se convierten en lobos, sobre que tengo que proteger a los animales, ya sean violadores y asesinos, por ejemplo. Me lo dijeron en el chat. Y que también, bueno, Ben también participó y que posiblemente haya matado a los hermanos Dalton, no lo sabemos. Pero nada, muchachos, eso lo veremos en el próximo directo. De antemano, como ustedes saben, les doy las gracias. Pero bueno, nada, muchachos, por hoy podemos dar por finalizada la emisión del directo del día de hoy. Les agradezco un montón a la gente que ha estado conectada, a la gente que ha participado, Recuerden que va a estar, esto va a estar obviamente en YouTube, también va a estar. Así que pues nada, muchachos, les agradezco un montón por estar acá, por estarme acompañando y que pues nada, nos veremos en la próxima, que posiblemente sea no sé cuándo, pero un día de estos, tal vez, cuando quieran. Nada, muchachos, les agradezco y nada, queda nada más despedirme, así que nos veremos pronto. Muchísimas gracias, como les digo, hasta luego. Nos vemos un día de estos. Hasta luego.